I had never seen a master so cruel. He actually pushed his own disciple off a cliff. Just as he was about to plunge into the lava below, a crossbow bolt suddenly fired out from his backpack. The bolt slammed deep into the rock face, slowing his fall. He slid little by little to the edge of the cliff and narrowly escaped with his life. Bojji stared blankly at the backpack, his face full of confusion. The next second, Kage crawled out of it. Bojji instantly burst into tears, overwhelmed with emotion. Kage stepped forward to comfort him. Bojji hurriedly wiped away his tears, but both of them still couldn't stop crying. In truth, Kage had been secretly protecting Bojji all along. When Bojji fell from the tall tower, Kage caught him with the backpack. When the backpack was stolen near the fountain, it was Kage who scared the thief away. When Bojji nearly ate poisoned meat, Kage once again saved his life with a thrown dart. It turned out that Bibin had made a deal with Kage, asking him to protect Bojji at all costs. After that, the two decided to continue downward. They prepared to venture deeper into the gates of hell, because someone there could make Bojji stronger. Along the way, they were overwhelmed by a cursed aura and lost consciousness. Two soldiers appeared and carried them to a castle deep within the underworld. The man on the throne immediately saw that they were both cursed. One was a giant whose strength had been taken away. The other belonged to the Shadow Clan, hated by the gods, with a twisted and distorted form. That was precisely why they were able to survive in the underworld. The man slammed his scepter hard against the ground. The impact jolted Bojji and Kage awake at the same time. The man on the throne then recognized Bojji. He was Boss's son. He mocked Bojji for being useless, even losing the throne to his younger brother. Bojji lowered his head in shame. Kage angrily spoke up, saying they had come to ask the man to train Bojji. The man let out another scornful laugh. The man on the throne was none other than Desha, the second strongest king in the world. He was also the king of the underworld. Desha decided to test Bojji's strength, so he sent out the strongest captain of the underworld knights to face him. On the surface, it was a test, but in reality, it was meant to humiliate him. When Kage heard that the opponent was the knights captain, he panicked. Those knights possessed power capable of destroying the world, and they fought with extreme brutality. Bojji, however, showed no fear at all. Instead, he was full of confidence. He gathered all his strength and threw a punch at the knight's armor. The captain of the knight order froze in place, unable to believe how weak and powerless the attack was. Desha impatiently called off the match. Faced with such a feeble Bojji, he instantly lost interest. Kage stepped forward to explain that Bojji's true strength lay in evasion. He asked Desha to keep watching a little longer. Desha nodded impatiently. He stared at the frail-looking prince before him. This was the famous boss's son. The knight captain looked deeply disappointed, and concluded that Bojji could never become strong. He believed Bojji must have experienced countless failures, so he decided to force Bojji to face reality. This time, however, his fierce strike was easily dodged by Bojji. Everyone present was stunned. The knight captain then launched a storm-like barrage of attacks, yet Bojji evaded every blow with nimble footwork. No matter how violent the assault, Bojji emerged completely unscathed. Even so, Desha still seemed unconvinced of Bojji's ability. He asked how someone who only knew how to dodge could ever break through an enemy's solid armor. Meanwhile, Kage continued to beg him to train Bojji. At that moment, Kage suddenly remembered the letter of recommendation Bibin had given him. He immediately handed it to Desha, but after reading it, Desha tore it to pieces in anger and drove the two of them away.